man? Got us some lattes here.
Awesome.
Ready to go to work?
Yeah, man.
You shooting already?
Yeah.
Oh, they just wrote Fig. I told them this should be for Vic, and they wrote Fig on here. Crazy. But hey, everybody, it's Vic. Just got us some lattes. Getting ready to shoot this video here for you. How you doing? Doing great? Welcome back to video number 2. Since we're getting, you're gonna cut this out?
Just go for it.
Yeah, I'll just go for it. All right, cool. Well, guys, welcome. This is our second video in the free series with Big Idea Mastermind. And you know, first of all, I want to thank you guys for so many comments. I mean, we got tons of comments from the first video that you know, that you hopefully watched, right? Where I was in Miami and, you know, I showed you the formula for making a lot of money. But you know what? A lot of people have been emailing me and just, you know, asking me questions like, you know, Vic, is this, you know, you make this thing look so easy. I mean, do you have some magical abilities, you know, to do this kind of stuff, what you're doing? And you know, are you somebody special that was able to create this kind of lifestyle for yourself and your family, you know, in this short period of time? And people just automatically assume that, you know, this stuff, to do this kind of stuff, you gotta have some magical abilities, right? And you know what? The truth is, I don't have any magical abilities. You know, I'm not anybody special. I'm just like I'm Jonathan. I'm no different than you, man. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But in fact, what I want to do is let's go ahead and, hey man, let's roll something. I want to show you guys something. Okay, so let's hop in the car and let's take a drive because I do want to show you some things that I think you will find pretty interesting. All right, let's go, man. Hop in.
So what's the video going to be about?
Yeah, we're going to talk about how to get money now, basically anytime they want. Strategy that I personally use in my business, works every single time. Never failed me yet. And I got a piece of technology I'm going to give him actually for free. It's actually worth $500 just because I'm a cool guy. All right, so the reason I wanted to bring you over here to this place is for two reasons, right? Number one, this is where everything got started for me. This is where I started out. So you never forget where you came from, right? So people looking at me and they're asking, Vic, do you have, like I said, do you have some magical abilities? I mean, these are the kind of questions I'm getting. So I wanted you to look at where I was living in 2005. That apartment right there, Jonathan, do you see that? It's that second floor corner balcony there. Got married when I was 20 years old. And kids, right, 20 years old, me and my wife, but you know, I was working at the banking industry at that time, earning, I think it was $300 a week in paycheck, and most of that money, in fact, all of that money went to pay for that apartment right there and bills, so I had nothing, zero money left at the end of the month, right? And just the thought of working for somebody for the rest of my life and earning that kind of money and having somebody to tell you, you know, when to take a break, when to go to lunch, when to take a vacation, how much money you can earn, all that, just having that thumb pressing over your head, I just couldn't stand it. So I had to look around and find a solution because I did not want my family to struggle, right? I wanted to, as a man, I wanted to provide the best lifestyle that they truly deserved. So that's when I discovered the internet, and that's when I discovered this marketing, network marketing industry. And man, everything changed for me. What happened next was quite a story, but it wasn't that easy. So it's kind of chilly over here. Why don't we go back in the car, and I want to tell you what made the difference for me. So my friend, if you're watching this video right now, right, and I want you to understand that no matter what your situation is, it doesn't matter. Listen, if I could come from living in that apartment right there, right, just in 2005, just a few short years ago, to now, and please don't get me wrong, right? I'm a humble guy. I don't wanna brag or boast, but this thing right here, right? This thing right here is worth more than that entire apartment complex. Okay, so I could have never imagined having and living the kind of lifestyle that I now have right? Just a few short years later. Now, what's the difference, right? What did it for me? That's exactly what we're going to talk about in this video. So I'm excited to share these strategies with you. Apply this, model this. I think it's going to work for you as well. Let's go. You know, when I got started back in 2005, it was not all roses. You know, it wasn't as easy as everybody, all these gurus, you know, try to make us to believe that it's, you know, all you need to do is just get started, just get a product to promote and you'll be a rich millionaire tomorrow, right? It doesn't work like that. You know, looking back right now, knowing what I now know and going through what I had to go through to get to where I'm at today, and showing and teaching others how to do the same, you know, I can tell you some things, my friend, and I really want you to listen closely to this because hopefully I can save you the same, you know, some of the frustrations and some of the hardships that I had to go through myself. When I got started, I actually had to borrow $30,000 because I did not have any money to get started. It's a pretty crazy story. I couldn't go to the bank to just get the money. So the only option I had, and thank God it worked for me, was I actually went to a friend of mine who borrowed the money from his bank against his house, and he loaned me $30,000 for me to get started. So anyway, but I blew through 20,000 of it in the first 60 days. How did I do it? Simple. I was listening to the wrong people. I was listening to people who pretended to be successful, but they weren't. And so, unfortunately, this is what happens a lot in our community, right? Is you know, so many fake gurus are going to tell you, hey, come follow me, right? I'm going to lead you to the promised land. But in reality, they're broke. They don't know how to do it for themselves. So how can somebody teach you how to make money if they're not doing it for themselves? Make sense? What really made a difference for me is when I found myself a true mentor, somebody who was living the kind of lifestyle I wanted to live, somebody who, you know, was making the kind of money I wanted to make for myself, and I started to listen to the guy. And he shared with me a concept. He taught me a strategy that absolutely revolutionized my business very, very quickly. As a matter of fact, in 90 days, I went from zero, from being in debt, to earning my first $20,000 profit. Okay, that strategy I'm going to share with you in this video, in this free video series, and hopefully you apply this kind of stuff. Hopefully you model this because it changed my business. It changed the business for hundreds and thousands of people who I shared it with, and right now it's, you know, hopefully you'll go with it, you run with this, apply this in your business, and take your business to the next level. Cool. Let's go. Talk about how to get money now. You know, people ask me all the time, they're like, Vic, do you have an office, man? Do you work from home? What's your secret headquarters look like? You know, sometimes I refer to my secret headquarters, right? So I thought, while we're here, why not show you where all the magic happens? This chair right here, my friend, is responsible for lots and lots of money, millions of dollars. So what I do is just come over here, sit in it comfy, and this is actually what I do every day, is I just come up with cool ideas, right? All kinds of cool ideas that make people tons and tons of money, right? This notepad right here, Jonathan, which I'm not going to show you the content, by the way, because this is some secret stuff, man. But this has been I mean, I got literally, like, this made me millions and millions of dollars. So I just come up with different ideas, you know, and then just making them to, you know, getting them to life, you know, come to realization. I want to show you something else real quick. See this right here? See this little piece of paper, right? Mm-hmm. Jonathan, how much do you think I paid for this?
Maybe 20 bucks.
20 bucks. I actually paid $10,000 for this formula right here that's on this piece of paper. Now, do you know how much it made me so far?
Yeah.
Over the last 12 months, over $500,000. And you know, the cool thing is, you know, people say, Vic, you know, I can't, you know, people don't believe in investing in themselves, right? Investing in ideas and trainings and that kind of stuff. But I say, hey, I paid $10,000 to get this piece of paper. It made me over $500,000, and this is the kind of stuff we actually teach in Big Idea Mastermind Diamond membership. Okay, let me show you something else here because we're about to shoot a video. The rest of this training is going to happen right over here in this room for you, my friends. And again, this is just behind the scenes kind of deal. This is where I do all my trainings as far as the whiteboard and stuff like that. That's my giant whiteboard right here, a bunch of lights in here, and a bunch of equipment like cameras and stuff like that, right? So what I'm going to do right now is I'm actually going to pick up right from this spot right here that I'm standing, and I'm going to teach you how to make a lot of money and actually go over those three things, right? The secret formula, if you will, the 3 components of secret formula. I'm going to show you how to make a lot of money starting today. You ready for it?
Ready.
Jonathan, you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's roll.